Hello, hello, hello. It's Kyle Van Voorst with Voorst.com, and today I'm going to share with you a template that you can use to create a rock-solid SDR coaching program at your organization. Let's dive right in. Alrighty, if you have a team of SDRs at your organization, then you probably want to train, coach, and develop them. I can't stress enough the importance of doing this. Oftentimes, I run into organizations, especially at the early stage, that don't do training and coaching with their SDR teams, and then they're baffled that their teams aren't hitting their performance metrics. I can tell you, coaching and development is a really important piece of the SDR role because oftentimes these folks are earlier in their careers and they need more support than a handful of articles you found online and some LinkedIn influencers that they could follow. So what I'm going to walk through in this video is a template that we use here with our clients to actually build out SDR coaching programs. So then that way you can use it, develop your own, and then execute it with your team. And if you like this kind of content, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what other types of things that you have questions around, and I'm more than happy to make videos on that. Let's dive into the template. Alrighty, so here's the template, and you're going to be able to find a copy of this in the description down below. There should be a link. Go ahead and get your copy so you can follow along. And I've prepared an example for you and also gave you a blank one so you can create your own. What I first want to draw your attention to are the 3 stages of SDRs. So I typically try to split the SDR role into 3 main phases. The first is ramping SDRs. So these are people who just started. Typically the first 3 months of the role, I consider them in the ramping status. And once they hit certain milestones through training and performance, they move on to the next phase of their SDR journey, which is SDR. This is your standard SDR role. This means they have completely ramped up. And then the third stage is senior SDR. And again, I usually have a milestone built around performance and completing certain training programs and delivering certain assignments that's baked into our training. So now that you know what the 3 different phases are, I want to go in and show you how to use this to actually build a training and coaching program at your organization. So if you only have one stage of SDRs, get rid of the other 2 and just use one. If you do have multiple phases, then go ahead and build out as many phases as you'd like. What you're looking at here in this section here for ramping SDRs is a Monday through Friday schedule. And we do the same schedule for the SDR role and then also the senior SDR role. So each phase gets their own schedule. And then there's what day of the week it is. And you can see if you combine these 3 roles, ramping SDR, SDR, and senior SDR, it would be a full week of training and coaching with different groups. So that's the idea here. You have specific groups that are going to specific training sessions based on their needs, because as they become more advanced, their needs change. So you have 5 weeks of training, and then you can revisit to see if you need to make any shifts or changes to your training program. So let's talk about the Monday through Friday schedule. For ramping SDRs in this example, on Mondays, I have cold call role playing. That's really important for early SDRs that they get a lot of role playing and practice in. Next is actually a lesson where we talk about overcoming brush offs. Those are those objections that are in the beginning of the call. I have a video that I've done on how to overcome brush offs, and you can take a look at that as well. And then finally, we do call listenings on Friday where we're actually going to break down their cold calls and give them feedback on what they can do to improve. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's where the SDRs who have been graduated from the ramping part of the program, that's where their trainings are. And you're going to see on Tuesdays, we talk about email breakdowns. On Thursdays, we talk about lessons. And then finally, senior SDRs, they have one main coaching session in this first week, which is actually around call listening. Call listening, I have found, is the most effective way to train more advanced SDRs because really they need help with unique situations, not just the basics. But if you do have a rep who's struggling with some of the basics, you can have them go to some of the other sessions where they need a little bit of a refresher. Now let's go to the next week here. You're going to see for ramping SDRs, we have email writing workshop on Monday. On Wednesday, we have a cold call role playing. And then on Friday, we're doing call listening. For the SDRs, we have lesson around creative outreach. And then we have a call listening on that Thursday. And then senior SDRs, they have a call listening, and then they're doing AE transition training. And that's really the secret behind having these really strong sales development programs is it should be a feeder team into your account executive team, which is going to reduce your overall costs and also help the finding of talent go a lot smoother. And then finally, we repeat. We have different lessons for different days of the week for each group of SDRs that meets each of the different phases. And you can customize these in a way that makes the most sense for you. This is just a template that you can work off of. I do highly recommend that you keep call listenings in here as often as you can. You do email breakdowns with the reps as well. And finally, have some lessons that you incorporate throughout your training. So you're teaching them new skills and have assignments based on those lessons that they're going to go and complete by either using the technique in a call or sending a specific type of email and getting a reply, whatever the assignment might be. And that's it. That's how you build an SDR coaching program at your organization in a way that's going to generate you real results. And the key here is you have an organized plan and all of the SDRs know what sessions they should be going to and why they're going to those specific sessions. That level of organization gives the SDRs a lot of clarity on what they should expect from the training program. It also keeps them motivated and focused on getting to the next phases of their SDR role so that they can earn their promotion at the end of their journey as an SDR. And again, if you like this kind of content, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, let me know. It really helps me out and I'll continue making this type of stuff. If you like this video, then you should probably check out this one.